The point of this video is to make a quick reference for the Harbor Freight Towable Backhoe, this model number, the gray and black one. You might have noticed that there's some confusion surrounding the grease fittings. The numbers and locations of them in the manual are not correct. That image was probably ported over from a previous model. All total, there's 15 fittings that you have to find. That's not counting the wheels, because those don't get done all the time. You're smart enough to know that. But the 15 we're looking for, you want to do those every 8 to 10 hours. I'm going to number them off starting down here at the bucket and working back and finishing here. I will also provide you with a graphic that I made myself that's a modification to page 26 in the manual. I will post it right here. I'll post that image again at the end of the video. Starting with number 1, let's go. Fitting number 1, 2, 3, and 4. The first 3 are the linkage for the bucket, and the 4th one is this part of the cylinder. Number 5 is the other end of the cylinder. Number 6 is this part of the boom. Number 6 looks like an easy one, but there's no fitting there. It's inside, down in here. If you have the machine in the knuckle dragger position, you can access it. See it down there? Right here. That's one of the, I guess, 4 tough ones. We call that tough one number 6. That brings us to number 7, which is the beginning half of the next cylinder. That brings us to number 8, which is the other end of that cylinder. And number 9 is the beginning of another cylinder. That brings us to 10, which is the tail end of that cylinder. Number 10. Number 11, which is another of those difficult ones, the hidden ones that's attached to the low end of the boom. You can see it from under here, but the camera is so close to my face, I'm not really sure if it's in focus. But you see where it is. It's on the bottom end of the boom. Okay, so that was number 11. That brings us to this pin here, and it's under here too, but you can't access it in either of those places. So 12 and 13, to do this pin, are back behind here. 12 and 13 in these holes. In order to access them, you need to swing the arm out, way out to the side. These 2 are definitely the hardest 2 to get. In there, and in there. And they're way back inside of there, which makes them that much harder to get. That leaves only 14 and 15 remaining. These are our cylinder. The red cap, that's just from the top of a milk jug, and then there's a hose clamp on it. This little trick just keeps me from, grinding mud all through the tops of the grease fittings. Okay, here's all 15 real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 from underneath, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hope that helps. One last little tip, and I'm only saying this because I know a lot of you don't know this. A grease gun is actually a collet. In other words, when you put it on, you need to loosen it and then twist this thing until it gets tight. Then it can just hang there. But don't, because you could break the fitting. So that's what keeps it in place. If you can't get it to work, that's what you're doing wrong. Then loosen it up and it pops right out. What? How did I not know that? Leave me a comment if you're one of those people, because I was one of those people. Okay, see ya.